Everybody, it's Yuki. Originally, I was going to do a preview review of week 2 and week 3. But I decided to take a pause on that and talk about something very interesting that we need to start talking about in terms of content creation and what's been going on with YouTube. YouTube has been dropping W after W after W content creation updates. And they're about to drop another W within the next now until next year. We need to start talking about YouTube Shorts and YouTube short form streams. And you have already been seeing it on my channel. I want to go over what we have so far just to give you numbers on this talk. So, let's talk about YouTube short streams based on my channel for the moment. So, tonight we have a vertical format Fortnite and horizontal Fortnite. It's Friday, so it's our regularly scheduled Fortnite. I want you to pay attention to the numbers. Horizontally, we have 4 streams. This does count for tonight, including yesterday, with the 6-year anniversary. So far, we have 41 total views for an average of 10 and a quarter. That average is small. Now, obviously, it's horizontal, and we yesterday was an off stream because it's our channel anniversary. But if we did not do that, that's even worse. But pay attention to the vertical one. Fortnite vertical has only 3 vertical streams, but a total of 132 and an average of 44 even. Now keep in mind, we have not started the next stream yet because that's tonight at 9:45. Custom games night, by the way, on YouTube and Kick. Self promo, selfless. I mean not shameless self promo there. But let me introduce my point. The vertical streams have more views than the horizontal streams. And I don't think it's a coincidence. Look at Mario. In 4 horizontal streams, we have a total of 129 with an average of 32 and a quarter, which is awesome. But look at vertical. The vertical streams have only 2 streams, but a total of 91, but the average is 45 and a half. What is going on here? Why is there more average on vertical than there is on horizontal? Now, do keep in mind there is a little bit of a skew because we only have done 2 vertical streams for Mario because we just tried it, and it's going to be an effect next week. And we had done 4 vertical streams for Mario because of preseason. Mario Vertical never had a preseason, so this number is skewed. However, we can see that the vertical streams have more views and average than their horizontal counterpart. Look at horizontal Fortnite at 41 views, but with an average of only 10 and a quarter. Then in 3 views of 132 views and an average of 44. What is contributing to this? And why is it important for today's talk? Simple. What do we have nowadays in our possessions? What do we bring every single day? Oops, not the model. Here we go. What do we bring every single day with us to the park, to the movie theater, to the church? Although you're not supposed to use it at church in particularly, although I want to. Yes, you got it right. It's your phone. Your mobile phone in today's world is your gateway to YouTube. But what content can we watch on phones? You got it. Vertical and horizontal. What else? What other platform has vertical and horizontal? Excuse me, vertical. TikTok. Ah, yes, TikTok. That's where the whole vertical stuff started. And then YouTube said, hold my beer, I want in. Literally. And then look at Twitch. Oh, Twitch. Yeah, they started vertical too late. They just announced it this year, and it's finally here. Oh my goodness, I cannot wait for tomorrow for Mario Maker. My point is, vertical content is starting to jump. And I don't think it's a coincidence that these updates for YouTube are coming at this time. But before we get to that, to the actual updates, I want to go over something from Big E. Because this is going to give you a very in-depth understanding of why you should take advantage of vertical. So Big E is a content creator that does talks like I do here, but he mentioned how the recent market share, not market share, but viewership share has been affected by recent updates. And it's in this video that we're going to be talking about an in-depth chart. The video is small streamers need to be streaming here. I want to show you this graph. Not this ad. This ad, boring. Okay? I mean, if you like ads, yeah, there you go. Okay. Let's talk about this. Hours watched is a very important stat when it comes to live streams and content. This is also important if you're trying to get monetized on YouTube in particular, because you need 4,000 hours watch time total along with 1,000 subs, or 3,000 hours watch time and 500 subs for the first milestone. And by the way, your vertical stuff counts. Okay, let's talk about this graph. The total industry, when we talk about all platforms, including Rumble and whatever other platforms, is 29.61 billion hours watched when we consume content on these said platforms. But pay attention to the major platforms, which is YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, and Kick. Albeit Kick is a little bit more of a new of a niche platform at this moment. We're going to be focusing more on YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok for this talk. YouTube has a total of 50.1% of the viewership. In gaming side, it's 7.6. TikTok has a total of 27.1% of that, of the 29.61 billion. In gaming, there's only 3.5%. Twitch has a total of 15.7%, but gaming is 12% of that. All right? So, if we take a look at this graph, you can see that YouTube is totally like 50, and it's around half with the whole gaming side too. But here's the thing. They're copying TikTok. And normally when you say at school, hey, he's copying my homework, usually it's a bad thing. But not in content creation and not in streaming. It's actually a good thing. You just have to remember, you have to do it correctly. And YouTube is doing this correctly. Why, you may ask? Because YouTube copied the gift system from TikTok. So where you get gift with the vertical streams, it's basically like Twitch bits, but on YouTube and on TikTok. So they copied that system nearly perfectly, by the way. And obviously, with horizontal vertical streaming, they're copying that too with short streams. And then Big E mentions this: YouTube does not care about Twitch, and they also don't care about Kick. Okay? They care about what TikTok is doing. In particular, their vertical stuff. And they are doing it correctly. Okay? Now, let's go over the updates that YouTube has that is going to be beneficial for this commentary today. And why you should absolutely 100% take advantage of shorts or vertical content. I have to look up the article, but I do know some of the updates by heart. I do know some of them by heart, but I just want to make sure, like 100%, like get the article. But I do know that one of them is where you get like you turn your video into shorts, and that is a big update actually. That is a major update. Okay, here's the official blog. Okay, so let's let's talk about the updates here. So I believe this is it. Let's see. I think this is it. Yeah, new live updates. So one of them was turning your video into shorts. Okay? So YouTube to shorts. So what that does is basically, let's say we have Fortnite. Like tonight, we can have Fortnite. Custom game night. Let's say we have a big moment tonight, and let's say that the update already started for YouTube, and let's say that I get a double kill or something. What they're going to do in the update, they're going to cut that into shorts vertically, and ta-da, here you go, here's your short. Put it on YouTube, TikTok, whatever. They're literally copying another service that you can already do for $5 a month. And that's Sizzle.gg. Sizzle.gg, the service, allows you to turn your content into shorts. But the catch is it's $5 per month. That's the catch. Now, I don't know if they're going to be pricing the YouTube version. I hope not. But they're copying Sizzle GG. Okay? And it's copied in a where they do it for you. Now, do keep in mind, it is an AI tool. That's the thing. Same thing with Sizzle. But it saves you about 5.5 hours to edit. 5.5 hours of editing saved just by using that tool. Easy. Easy 5 hours. No cap. I used Sizzle.gg when it started, and I was so impressed that want to keep doing it, but it's $5 per month now, and that's not easy. I mean, that's not cheap. YouTube is doing it potentially for free, and look, you have content. You have content to use now on TikTok, of Shorts. Um, what's this other one? Reels. Um, Instagram. Excuse me. You have free content to use, or $5 per month content to use, and put it on horizontal and put it vertically. Oh, and by the way, what are the requirements for monetization? Hours watched, subscribers. And by the way, it counts. It counts for your monetization goal. You better take advantage of it. Knock on wood, or in this case, metal, or whatever. Because it is massive, these updates are. And we're just scratching the surface here with vertical content. Okay? Big E even says you better take advantage of like short streams, short YouTube short streams, because the second update that I want to go over is the merging of streams. So basically speaking, what YouTube is doing is they are essentially dual layout in short terms. So basically, they are doing this. Take my vertical base building stream of tomorrow of Sunday, plus the horizontal version of Sunday, combine it into one, and a chat in one. That's their new thing. They're coming up with it. Dual layout. But your chat is going to be in one. That is super wild and super helpful. Because let's say you want to talk in vertical and then you want to say hi in horizontal. I can see your chat in one chat in the next update. And I don't need to do nothing. That is insanely wild that these updates are. And that's only 2 updates. There's more. But I'm just sharing the ones that go for vertical format. Because that's what this talk is about. Vertical. Okay? Vertical content. And I'm very excited for that. Now that we are jumping vertically here too. And remember, it counts for your monetization. So don't forget that. Now, what about like the demand of like vertical? Let's talk about that full screen here. Right now, if I were to guess, right now I think it's more of a horizontal market, but I'm gonna take a wild jab and say that in the next few years, vertical is going to be the new thing is the new thing on the block. Because in today's day and age of content, even my dad watches vertical stuff nowadays. So you can tell my parents watch vertical. So it only makes sense to start doing stuff vertically. But not just because of my parents, it's because it's the market share. Right now, in 2025, there are more people than ever watching YouTube on vertical content. Even on the YouTube app on your TV is serving you vertical content based on the algorithm and based on your activity. Vertical stream is here to stay, even here on Retriyuki channel and other channels I have. Vertical content is coming to Retriyuki as soon as tomorrow or next Tuesday when it comes to Mario Maker. Yes, and even yes, I am planning to do a top 5 show on Mario Maker. And guess where that's going? Both horizontal and vertical. I could do a new thing where we talk about the top 5 viewer levels of the week. And I could do it on vertical too. Vertical has a ton of potential, especially this year, and especially with the new updates coming out for YouTube. And Twitch, how long did it take for you, Twitch, to get to this 2025? No. Nah. The only reason why I want to try vertical on Twitch is because of the hype around it. That's really about it. But if we take a look at the market, YouTube or TikTok or vertical TikTok or vertical Facebook or Reels or that stuff. That's what the vertical is. And obviously YouTube Shorts. Just remember, if it's horizontal, it's also going to be vertical. So how are we going to take advantage of that here on Retriyuki? You have Mario Maker starting tomorrow. I mean, not returning tomorrow, excuse me. VR chat in a light format next Thursday and Saturday. You see a moment with Yuki the Hedgehog or some other character, you better bet it's going to be vertical as well. Oh, Fortnite. That's going to be vertical too. When I edit stuff. Vertical, vertical, vertical. Like around 8 years ago, I don't think I would be talking about vertical content 8 years ago. Look at where we are now. 2025, the big V, vertical. And here we go. It's the market. It's about to explode in a good way. And I think you guys need to take advantage of shorts, vertical streaming, vertical content, vertical everything, especially this year and heading into 2026. I do not think vertical is slowing down at any time. Based on the market, based on demand, and based on supply, and based on what Big E said about YouTube. YouTube may be copying TikTok, but they are doing it in the right way, where it helps us small content creators, and even the big content creators too. Even the big boys get benefits from this. But this is more for the small streamers out there and the mid-size. So go out there, have some vertical content ready, because I have a very good feeling 2026 is not just a big number, it's going to be big for vertical. That's the topic today. I'll see you guys tonight for horizontal Fortnite and of course vertical Fortnite. Enjoy, and I'll see you in the vertical sphere.